Hello, friends. Welcome back to my daily morning show, Stock Rumors, where bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. My name is Andy, and today we have an interesting show. Now, first, let me talk to you about my coffee. In my opinion, this is the best substance on earth. Coffee. Coffee in the morning. And talking about my coffee, let me share a secret here, right? Now, this is free advertisement, right? I get this coffee at Costco. Now, this is 2 pounds, 2 pounds of whole bean coffee, organic. Now, when it comes to coffee, it's one of the most heavily sprayed crops in the world, coffee, right? So you want it organic. Now, if you can grind it every morning, it's gonna taste even better, and it's gonna hold the caffeine much longer, right? You're gonna have better quality coffee. Also, the water I use is distilled. Now, that's my preference. That's what I like. It gives it a distinct flavor, tastes a lot better. And if you don't think water makes any difference, then you haven't tried a Brooklyn bagel, right? Water makes a lot of difference. I buy organic coffee. I grind it every morning. Now, I paid $8.99 for 2 pounds. 2 pounds. Now, you don't have to buy this one. I'm just saying it's $4.50 per pound. $4.50 per pound. That's sometimes people spend that on a cup of coffee, right? But if you save that money, let's say you only spend $3 every day, $3 on coffee every day, that's about $90 at the end of the month. That's like 3 shares of AT&T that can pay you 52 cents per share every 3 months. So instead, you're saving and investing. So you gotta have the mind of an investor. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that now. Okay, this is Stock Rumors. My name is Andy, and I will teach you stocks. I will teach you investing. I will do it in a different way, in a more relaxed manner, right? Like a daily morning show. That's why I chose to have it in this fashion, right? Daily morning show, because I can talk to you and explain, options. I give you all the knowledge that you might understand, you might not understand, right? It's not that the stock market is too complicated, because if I did it, you can do it. It's not, listen, it's simple, but you can use a lot of creativity. Okay, let's put it that way. You're gonna have to make decisions, but the stock market in itself, the rules, is simple, and that's what I'm here for. I will try to break it down in simple terms, like baby food for young investors. Now, if you have experience in the stock market, let me talk to you personally. You have experience. The stock market is very emotional, and it's very intellectual. Okay, so it's challenging. You might think you know more than I do, just because the stock market itself gives you all that flexibility. Okay, you can choose, okay, I'm gonna invest today. Nah, today I'm not gonna invest. Okay, I'm gonna invest only 2,000. Okay, no, I'm gonna sell now. So when you get it right, you're gonna start thinking that you're a genius. You're gonna start thinking that you're a genius just because you got it right. But the stock market itself is random, okay? So I'm gonna be very transparent with you. I'm gonna be very honest with you. There is risk involved. That's the elephant in the room. Okay, there is risk. So as a disclaimer, I am not your personal financial advisor. This is more like entertainment that will teach you, that will make you a better person, I would think. Okay, now you could sit in the morning or in the evening, and you can watch any other show, Netflix, Hulu, Prime, whatever you like. You watch a show. The show is 30 minutes long, and you watch 2 or 3 a night. Let's be honest, right? When you wind down, that's what we do. Or you could listen to the message I'm trying, to share. All right? I'm going to teach stocks in a way that you probably never heard before. Where are my monitors? Where are my charts? Leave in the comments below a company. If we were doing this live and you ask me the price of one of the companies in the S&P 500, most likely I will tell you the price right now. I can probably tell you how much they pay in dividends if they do. I could probably tell you if they reported profits or losses in the previous 3 quarters. I could tell you, who the CEO is, the sector, the support, the resistance. That's because I like it. It's like some people grab the newspaper every day. It's the first thing they do in the morning. They grab the newspaper. And even today, November 21st, 2020, people still grab the newspaper. They sit in their rocking chair. And what they put in their minds is negativity. This bad happened, bad news here. That's what news is all about nowadays. If it's not fake, it's just dumping problems and stuff in your mind that could drive a person crazy. That's my take on that topic. Okay, so instead of that, I suggest that you grab a cup of coffee on the other side of the camera and we share a cup of coffee together. We talk about stocks. You can send me a message, a DM. You can find me on all social media, Stock Rumors. Hey, what do you think about this company? Trust me, I will reply. If you're one of the 10 people that watches my videos, you know that I reply to every comment. Instagram, Stock Rumors, here on YouTube. I reply. What do you think about this company? I will take a look at the company. I will do all the calculations. I will use my calculator. Then I will look at a chart, see what's going on, where it's been the past 6 months at least. What's the trend? Okay, the trend is your friend until it bends. Remember that. The trend is your friend until it bends. So if I look at a daily chart and it has it's growing, it's going up for a year, and it's having now a bad week, a bad month, I might consider investing. I will consider that a dip, because the longer a trend is going up, right? You zoom out a year. Let's see what happened in a year. It's growth year after year, or month after month, quarter after quarter. Again, I don't want to confuse you. All I'm saying is that you got to do your homework the same way I do. Now, when it comes to diversification, I don't really like at any given time, because I can day trade, right? Maybe you can't, but doesn't make a difference. All I'm saying is that even myself, that I can day trade at any given time, I'm not invested in 10 different companies. Especially in today's market. Listen, all you gotta do is understand that if you pick 10 companies, 10 from the 100 most popular companies, you can go, if you're using Robinhood, you can use TD, you can use Thinkorswim, you can use whatever, platform you want to use. That's up to you. I'm talking to those who use Robinhood. It has a list of the 100 most popular. If you pick 10 from those and you add it to your watch list, and if you look at them, you don't even need to enter. You don't even need to click. Look at the 10 companies together, like if it was one on your list, and you will see that they all bend or go up in sync. Okay, if it's like every month there is one company that deviates from the rest of the pack. Like once a month you might see like Tesla, boom, skyrockets, go up $65 per share or more. The next day goes up 35 while the rest of the market is down. But for the most part, they'll move like together. Either it's a red day or a green day. That's in today's market. Before 2020, it was a little different. If you've been investing for some time, you know what I'm saying. Before, we were in a bull market for like 11 years, at least in the United States. So 11 years bull market, basically you would throw money at random in the S&P 500 and it will come back, with like 5-10% return at the end of the year. That's how easy it was. At the time, I would trade mostly shares. Okay, I would buy chunks of or piece or 100 shares bundles is what I would buy at the time before 2020. Okay, I like Microsoft, let me get 100. I like this, let me get 100. I like usually in hundreds. Okay, I want to average down. That's before. But when the 2020 crash or recession happened, boom, like it's different. So the media would drive you nuts. They announce good news now. 5 minutes later, they drop it on you. They pump the market in the morning. Boom, they dump it on you. And now it's like we are competing against computers. Actually, we are basically trying to, invest against bots, against computers. It's people in the 1980s, they treated it different, right? They had to call their broker and it was a process, mostly like paper, Now, with the press of a button, commission-free, bam, you execute and you make a trade in less than a minute. You buy 100 shares, bam, and almost instantly before the minute is up, you already sold those shares and collected $100. It's that easy, right? So when I discovered that, it's like, man, this is interesting. My story. This is interesting. I was investing $200, $100. Then actually I was investing in cryptocurrency, right? Because I could trade without being a day trader. I was trading 24/7, commission free, 24/7 cryptocurrency. I made a few mistakes because I didn't hold on to those, cryptos, but I made some money and I learned a lot. I learned how to be a day trader without being one. All right? Because I was trading Bitcoin 24/7. It was addictive. Now, at the time, the platform I was using was Robinhood. Robinhood, cryptocurrency, 24/7. You couldn't. It was hard because you couldn't set at the time limit orders, and it was madness. It was like you couldn't short the cryptocurrency. It was like you would put a trade and you wouldn't sleep, man. It's like it was that's how I learned. I learned in that environment. Okay, so I'm a millennial, internet, commission free, cryptocurrency. Basically, I got the stock market for myself 24/7. Woo! What a way to start, my man. That was action. Now, after that, I take my profits and I invested like $3,000 in a company that would deal with platinum. Platinum was the company, I guess it was from Greece, something like that. I won't even mention that company. The thing is that I lost the $3,000. There was something called a uh, split. It was something called a reverse split. It was a long time ago. It was a reverse split. I didn't know what it was. All I knew, buy low, sell high, bull market, I'm making money, it's all good. Boom, my $3,000 gone. Gone. I said to myself, whatever it takes, I'm gonna get my money back. I'm gonna get my money back. And I will repeat it in front of the mirror. Okay, I'm gonna become the best trader there is. Listen, I had a job, I say it all the time. Educate yourself. You can educate yourself. You can, by watching these videos that I post daily, my daily morning show, you can learn a lot. I bought a long time ago, one of the first, people who bought a Bluetooth headphone, right? Bluetooth, one side. I had 1 year, I had my job while I was training myself. My job I had that ability at my job, it had that flexibility that I was able to learn, right? I was cutting hair at the time. I was a barber. I love that job. I love that profession for so many reasons, but I'm just sharing my story, my coffee, my journey, my knowledge, my show, all for you. If you know me, you know I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I want my money back. I will repeat it every day. I will read books. I would watch videos. I would work while listening to everything about stocks, news, CNBC audio, everything, always connected. And I wanted my $3,000 back. That's all I wanted at the time. That's how it was. All I want is my money back because I felt betrayed by the market. If you're a young investor, check this out. If you're new and you say I like what I hear, I'm gonna put $300 in the stock market, you get wiped out. You only have like $7 left. You give up, never try it again. It is impossible. You think, man, if I had put 300,000, I would have lost everything. It doesn't work. That's not for me. What happens is it's like the way to describe it is like someone who can't swim, right? When he was very young, he probably fell in the deep side of the pool. He had a bad experience. He thinks now he's gonna, die every time he sees water, because that was his first encounter. Now, if on the other hand, the parent takes the child very young, throws it in on the deep end, boom, the baby's like a swimmer because that was his first encounter. So at first I made money, but then I gave it all back to the market. Now I feel betrayed by the market, right? So it just happened that my first experience in the market was a good experience. So it gave me so much confidence that I say, whatever it takes, this is my thing. So in life, things don't, the sounds cliche, but the most beautiful experiences and things, to achieve them, you're gonna achieve them through a lot of bumps. I really don't know how to explain it. It's not a philosophy, but it's like almost the most valuable things, unless you were fed with a silver spoon. But the most valuable things, it's like there is so much before you can achieve it. It's like the bumpiest of the roads is always the one leading you to the best reward. Unless you happen to be, in a good position since you were born. But other than that, and still you got to achieve happiness, which is also another thing. But this is a morning show. That's why I got the flexibility to deviate from the topic itself, because it's a more relaxed. But what I'm saying, if you want to make money in investing, you got to already accept the fact that you're going to lose money. Why? And I had a big list here of things that I will tell you before I conclude my video. But what I'm saying here, you got to accept the fact that you're going to lose money, because you don't have a time machine to foretell the exact bottom 100% of the time. It is impossible. So just to give you an example, even if you think the stock price will not go lower than $30 and you invest $2,000 and you buy and invest and buy those shares at $30, if the price decides to go to $29.99, you're already at a loss. You understand? You haven't really made a huge mistake. You got it right. It's going to stop at 30, but in reality it stops at $29.99. At the time, or during the period of time between the price being 30 and $29.99, you're losing money. 1 cent per share. And if you bought a whole bunch of shares, or if you bought a whole lot of contracts, that tick, that cent is going to represent a big loss. But are you wrong? Maybe not, because maybe at $29.99 drops to $29.98, and you need to feel that pain. You need to feel the emotion of how it feels. If you're new to the stock market, I want you to bookmark this video, come back a year later, and it will have a different meaning to you. My videos are eternal. I don't talk to you and discuss the Tesla price right now of $488 or something like that, because if you happen to watch this video in 2022, the stock price is going to be totally different. The stock price could be $3,000 per share, or the company maybe is not around anymore. So the video will lose value. That's not how I teach. I teach you the fundamentals, the psychology, the discipline, the mentality of an investor. You want to be an investor? Pay attention to my videos. You want to challenge what I say? Find me on the gram, Stock Rumors. You don't like this video? I'm sorry. Don't watch it. Click away. You kind of like what I teach? Subscribe to my channel and share it with someone else. You know, there could be a young kid, 14 years old, 19 years old, and maybe they watch this and it changes their life. They say, you know what? Instead of going in the wrong direction, instead of choosing, the streets or something else or something not good for them, maybe they become investors. How beautiful it is, to understand this at a young age. You have a child, that he understands the value of the dollar or any currency, the pound, the euros. He understands the difference between currencies. At a young age, it's something that it didn't even cross my mind. Before I was like 22 years old. I wish I had known this. I share this with you, man. I wish I had known. I'm talking to you from the bottom of my soul. I'm telling you, I wish I had known this. I would have been, I would have avoided a lot of problems. I would have been an investor. I started investing, I think I was 22 years old, 21. Like it's like my life did at 180. And at the time, it was CDs bank accounts. If you're new, man, if you're not from that time, let me tell you that at the time, you would put your money in the bank. How you doing, sir? You would put your money in the bank, and at the end of the year, you will receive 5-6% guaranteed. The bank would give you that much. You're lucky nowadays if you find a CD that pays 3%. Even the government bonds are like a 1% less than that, right? Something like, averaging that, the 10-year bond. At the time, it will pay you like 6%, man. In other words, you would put $1 million in the bank, nothing. You will leave it there. It will pay you every year, $50,000, $60,000. So all you had to do is have $1 million, and you were rich for life, basically, because $50,000, $60,000, six figures, back in the day, early 2000s, was a lot of dough, my friend. Was a lot of dough. Investing one-on-one, I give you what you need. And you need skills to pay the bills. So if you care, share this with someone else, someone who can probably benefit from this. I got a list here. I will discuss it one topic at a time in future videos. But these are some of the common mistakes that investors without experience make, okay? And let me tell you, they open the day, right? 9:30 in the morning, 9 in the morning, if you can trade it before hours or whatever. 9:30 in the morning, Eastern time, United States. 9:30 in the morning, they place a trade. They make $400. They exit the trade at noontime, place another trade, made $65. Boom. It's 3. It's 3 in the afternoon. Now, unless you happen to be on the good side of the trade, it's more like a gamble. In other words, you're $800 up for the day. What are you doing placing trades after 3 in the afternoon? Unless you know that the next day is gonna open green, wait. You don't gotta be trading every second. Some young investors trade out of boredom. Don't trade out of boredom. Don't think that you gotta be in a trade at every second. That's not what it means to be a good investor. Being on the sidelines is also a decision, a conscious decision that you make. Okay, I'm not gonna invest today. It looks too gray today. Not waiting enough to place the next trade. Listen, when it comes to averaging down, you buy 10 shares and you're waiting to buy another 10, or you buy a contract and you're waiting to buy the next one. Give yourself, if I buy a big expensive contract, I'm not gonna buy a second contract on, maybe until I'm down $500, $800. Now I try to average down and see what's going on. And wait another $800. Now I will be down $1,600, $1,500 down to maybe buy a third one, a third round. But if it's not working, I'm out. It ain't working. Quit it. Sell it. Cut your losses. But you got to give yourself enough time. So you buy a contract, it goes down $20. You buy a second one, it goes down $5. You buy a third one. If it goes down big gap down, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So give yourself enough time. Something that investors without much experience may. Not buying options with enough time for expiration date. Investing all your money at once. Listen, if all you have to invest is $1,000, don't put it all in one trade at once. No, don't. Buying increments, because you're gonna be, you're gonna lock in your money and you won't have any more moves. Trying to invest in money in many companies at once. Okay, what you're playing there is just you're watering down your odds to make money. You're better off trying to sell puts, even though you make less money, but you collect some premium. That's my take. When you see a company that goes down like drastically, 3%, and it doesn't match the rest of the market, take that company, put it in your wish list, and wait 3 days. I call it the 3 days incubator. And I look at it to see what happens to that company. Usually, if it's a small trend, it could last up to like 3 days. One day, the market needs a little bit more confidence, then a little bit of the confirmation, and it could take 3 days before it bounces back. Put it in your incubator, look at it for 3 days before you buy the first batch. Knowledge, baby. Not cutting losses quick enough. Like I said, if it ain't working, 2-3 batches that I buy, I get out. I wait, move on. Do you like my show? Do you have suggestions for me? Even if you know more than me, come on, teach me. I'm doing this, out of my goodwill. I'm putting this content for free. Subscribe, give it the thumbs up. Share with someone you care, your niece, your nephew, your son, your grandfather, your aunt, whoever, your friend, someone who you want to team up with. You have a corporation of young investors as well. Share this content. Let me know where you found me. Please. Let me know where you found me. Was it Facebook, Instagram? Where you found me. YouTube, the YouTube feed. it helps because, that way I focus more on those platforms. My name is Andy. Thank you for watching. It's been an honor for me to help you. Bulls and Bears, I'll see you in the next one.